Hello everybody and welcome back to the semi-crafty vlog. As usual, check the timestamps down below if you want to skip ahead to anything specific. Otherwise, we're gonna get right into it. Alright, so it is roughly a week before Christmas. I mean, it's Saturday, so it's less than a week before Christmas. I have been busy this week, been trying to take care of Christmas cards and all of that, and that is the thing I was working on last week, and it is all done. I have to send them out. I forgot, every time I do Christmas cards, I forget that stamps are something you need to buy, and I forgot to buy stamps, so my mom ran and got me some today while I was, because my sleep schedule was all weird again. She got me some today so I can send them out, but tomorrow's Sunday, so they're not gonna go out till Monday, but I mean, hopefully that'll reach people on time. So I waited until the card was done to show you guys all the stuff that I did to make it. And here is the finished result of my card. I will say that I totally forgot that print is different than like computer colors, so the colors got a little bit like, they're not as vibrant as they could be. I will be posting the actual like computer file image or whatever on Instagram on Christmas. Hopefully I remember. So yeah, here's that picture. I had a lot of fun with this, and I think I'm going to do this for from now on for Christmas pictures, is do some sort of scene where I've photoshopped multiples of myself doing something, and I've already got like ideas for like future years and stuff. This is just supposed to be like, I don't know, 3 ladies decorating a Christmas tree, because they've got like, this one's got a clipboard, so she's clearly the one running things, and then these two have like ornaments, giant ornaments, you know. Okay, you guys probably saw me with the Koopa shell plushies. I was using those as placeholders for the ornaments. I did not explain that. I apologize. So that's what that was for. Oh, I didn't turn on my backdrop. Oh, I forgot. Start the whole thing over. Okay, well, in the process of turning on my lights, I discovered a lost extension cord that I've been looking for. All right, so this past week, the struggle to get a video posted was kind of not my fault. I mean, part of it was just like me dealing with body stuff again, with like just junk. Like, I had a really bad headache one night that just like hit me for whatever reason, right when I was trying to go to sleep, and then it kept me awake all night until like the morning, so that's why my sleep's all weird. But this week, obviously I started playing ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, and I decided to film it. So I posted the first episode of that yesterday, 2 days ago, maybe from this, I don't know. And it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun making that Let's Play, and even just like editing it was good. The only thing is that, so I have Adobe Premiere, or Adobe Creative Cloud, I guess, but you have to be logged into Creative Cloud for the program to work. And in the middle of rendering the video, Creative Cloud logged out. And it takes like 3 hours to render these videos, so it's like, it logged me out halfway through, and I'm just like, are you kidding? Like, really? You just, so I had to log back in, redo it, and then it logged out near the end, but I guess because I didn't touch it, it like was fine. I don't know, the video still rendered obviously, but it was just like that set me back, and I was just like, oh my god. And then of course my perfectionism was getting the better of me with like, no, I want to fix this and that, and it's like, oh my gosh. But I like how the episode came out. I love the thumbnail. I hope you guys enjoy it, so you can go check it out. It's out. Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online. I have kind of completely drowned in Tamriel with just being a part of that world. It's awesome. There's an event going on right now, and Raven was like, oh, the event gives you like twice experience or whatever. So I'm doing the event, but I'm like kind of like, I was like level like what 7 when I started it. I'm level 12 now on my main account, but the places you go to for this event are not places I've been. So I've been like spending hours just traveling, because like you have teleports you can go to that are already set up in the world, but like not everywhere. So like I don't have the ones closest to the location I need to go, so I've just been like, I'm spending like 3 hours to go perform at a castle for like 2 seconds and then leave, and it's just like, oh my god. But it's good though, because like I ended up finding a lot of resources for crafting, and then my other friend Cassandra, she plays ESO, but she plays it on the PC, so we can't play together, which is sad, but she's been giving me a lot of tips, and like I did not know how to do crafting. I do now, because she kind of told me. And right now my character is stuck somewhere in Black Marsh, looking for a fishing hole. And there's a lot of like scary beasts out there, but it's really cool. It's so cool being able to explore parts of Tamriel that we didn't have before, you know? Like the other night I was looking for a jeweler in Somerset Isles. Yeah, people who know Elder Scrolls know what I'm talking about, sorry. And like I went to Somerset Isles, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful there. Like it's just like, wow, it's definitely the land of the high elves, the Ultima or whatever, but it's very pretty. It's very like, you know, it's definitely looks like an elven land, you know, and it's just like very gorgeous. And it's just like, wow, this is really cool. Like I love this. And like I also went to I think the land of the orcs, and it was just very wild and just like super cool and like very strange creatures. And I'm just like, this is like so perfect. Like I love this. So yeah, my character's level 12 now, and I discovered how to make outfits, which is awesome because now I look really cool instead of having to rely on what my armor looks like. I think that's a really cool thing where they're like, you look like this, but your armor rating is this. It's like, okay, cool. So that's pretty neat. Also this week, on a whim, I decided to try making something in the crockpot. I didn't film it because it was just my own creation, or just my own, you know, just throwing stuff together. I put chicken, like I cut up some chicken in like small strips, and then put it, like a bunch of it, I put it in the crockpot. The crockpot was like full, and then I did 2 zucchini, 2 red bell peppers, and then like almost a whole bag of like the mini golden potatoes, and then I mixed that in with, let's see, salt and pepper, Worcestershire, teriyaki sauce, sesame oil, honey, and brown sugar, and just kind of let that cook for about 6 hours, and everyone loves it. It's so cool. It's like I accidentally made like a sweet and sour kind of concoction, and I just mixed. Oh, I also mixed a Corona beer in there too. That's usually what I do when I'll marinate chicken, but this is different because it wasn't marinating; it was cooking in all that stuff, and it was like kind of nice because that became part of the broth and the juice. I put a little bit of flour in the broth to make it a little bit thicker near the end. But like everyone loves it. It's really good over rice, and it's just like, oh my gosh, so cool. I wish I could figure out how to make more of a glaze, but like that's not cooking I'm good at yet. But it's really good, and it was like really fun, and I want to like do it again, but figure out the exact ratio of things, because I want to be able to be like, hey, here's how I make that, or like remember in the future, be like, hey, you did this, you know, kind of thing. Because halfway through cooking, and I was cooking it for like 6 hours on high, so like stuff still wasn't cooking, but I'm like, it's gotta be because of how much is in it. But I should have been stirring it. I think some stuff at the bottom might have gotten a little like overcooked, but it's not like bad. But halfway through cooking, I tasted the broth, and it wasn't like as flavorful as it should be, so I ended up putting more stuff in to make it more like I think I put more Worcestershire, I put more honey and more brown sugar, and then it got like really good, and it was like, oh, okay. But yeah, normally when I marinate chicken, I'll marinate it in everything but the honey and oil and brown sugar, and then I'll put that in when I cook it, and then I like store it in the freezer for like the future, you know, like, oh look, I just have chicken for a meal, let me put it with some rice, and there you go. Just call it a defrost. But this, we didn't package it that way because everyone loves it, so I'm like, oh, I guess we'll just keep eating it till it's gone because everyone likes it, so that's really cool. Grandma was like, she was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go back for seconds, you know, and I was like, and then like she came over the next night and had more. I'm just like, I'm glad people like it, that's great, like that's cool. So that was just kind of like a little thing I did. I was gonna have some tonight, but I think Grandma's actually making stuffed bell peppers, so that's pretty cool. So starting on the, I believe I talked about doing a movie night week. Starting on the 16th, we were gonna do Christmas movies, which we kind of did, but then like yesterday it got a little messed up. But it was funny because, okay, so on the 15th, because my mom was like, hey, have you seen the movie Horns with Daniel Radcliffe? And I was like, no, but I remember you talking about it. It's I don't know the exact premise of it, but it's something to do with Daniel Radcliffe starts growing horns, and like everyone starts, you know, acting weird and stuff. So we tried watching it. My mom forgot that there are like 4 sex scenes within the first 45 minutes, and my grandma was like, I can't watch this anymore. And I was kind of like, yeah, I don't, it's kind of taking forever to get to the actual point of the horns and everything. And I mean, it's fine, maybe I'll watch it again one day, but like I was like really uncomfortable too. I'm like, oh god, another. And they were like really raunchy sex scenes. It was like not like, you know, 2 people kissing and you can imply what's happening. It's like, no, you could, yeah. I'm just like, oh, okay. So we stopped watching it, and then we ended up just like watching Family Feud or something like that. But then on the 16th was when the Christmas movies started, and it was 16th and 17th were Home Alone 1 and 2, and Home Alone is like one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. I can like recite the whole script probably, like word for word. I've watched this movie so many times. And then on the 18th, which was, I think, is it the 19th already? God, hold on. On the 18th, we were supposed to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and I was also uploading my Elder Scrolls Online video, and I was like, it has to go up today because I have not posted a video like all week, and I feel bad because I was gonna do an unboxing and I just never got around to it, and then I was gonna do ESO and never got around to it till yesterday. So we weren't able to watch it, and then we're like, well, let's do the other one then, because we were gonna do the Christmas Chronicles Part 1 and 2, because I think Christmas Chronicles 2 is new, so it came out like this year or something. And because I was uploading videos, I guess I didn't explain it. Because I was uploading a video, we couldn't watch National Lampoon because it just wouldn't load for some reason. And it had been taken off of like you had to buy it on Prime, or it wasn't available like on Netflix, or I don't know, whatever. So the Christmas Chronicles was on Netflix, and buffering just kept popping up, and it was like, all right, this is because I'm uploading a video. So I think we ended up watching like not the Food Network, but like that one channel that shows like, maybe it was like TLC or something, where people build like little miniature Christmas scenes or something like that, or you know, like stuff like that, or like we decorated a home, you know, like the home and garden type channel. We watched that, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go play ESO with Raven, and which unfortunately Raven was not able to join, but that's fine. I ended up playing ESO for the rest of the night, but it was all good. Okay, so otherwise for today, I've also, where is that? So I did this while we were watching movies. I finally finished the trim for this coat. So the next step would be to do the waistband, which hopefully shouldn't take as long because I think it's the same size stitch as the rest of this, and it's like smaller because it's like curving inward. Also, okay, I'm worried about this coat being too large, but I think that one of the key things about this that I forgot about was that in the pattern, they include a, like an optional thing at the end, which is for a corset back to the coat, and it kind of probably cinches it shut. So I'm gonna probably go, because I wasn't gonna do that at first. I will probably go ahead and do it now, because I think I'm gonna need it, because this coat might be a little bit large, but it's okay. It'll be nice and roomy, it's fine. It's not gonna be anywhere near done for holidays, but whatever, or probably even for winter. It's a pretty long project, but it's all good. Once it's ready, it'll be like perfect. And then, did I tell you guys about this? Okay, I apologize if I already mentioned this. The same person has another pattern called like the priest coat or something, and it looks more like what I would have wanted probably than like an elf-like coat. I'm still gonna make the elf coat, of course, because it's still really pretty. But like the priest coat was more like the cut or the style that I would have probably gone for. And I wish I'd seen it first, so I was like, I would have made this, but it's all good. I will be making a version of that, maybe a Christmas version, I don't know, because it looks like it'd be perfect, but it's got like triangular cuts to make it flare, and it's like really cool. I want to make that one whenever I can. I also want to make, and I don't think I talked about this, like little crocheted dolls that I've seen people make online. They look really cute, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I'm also working on finishing up, it's not done, but I have okay, so on my Patreon, if anyone's seen it, I think I've also posted on my Instagram, they're pictures of these octopus hats that I crochet, and I was actually making them for money. Like people were buying them off of me, so, but they were like custom jobs, so it was like, do you want one? Okay, I'll make you one, what do you want? Kind of thing. I think I made about 4? I don't remember, but I'm making another one for myself just for, you know, practice and everything. And I kind of let it sit for a while, and I'm like, I gotta get that done, because it's just sitting there with like, you know, yarn attached. So I've been working on that while watching movies. It's not done yet. I'm still working on attaching the tentacles to the, like the suction cups to the tentacles on the whole thing, and then I can do like the eyes and everything. So I've been working on that, but I haven't been filming it just because it's like, yeah. If I do another octopus hat though, I will probably film it. It'll probably take a while because they take a good little amount of time, but you know. So today, because I'm like obviously planning for it, we're going to be painting. I'm sorry I did not get that done earlier, but we were going to be painting. I didn't mention what it was last week, but I will this week since we are painting. I'm going to be painting the Sly Cooper canvas. So, like I said, it's the first Let's Play I ever did with Sly Cooper, so I'm very fond of that game. It's like one of those types of like platformer animal character games that I just love, and it's I've loved it since I was in high school, like 14. I've been playing Sly Cooper since I was 14, so that's like 16 years ago, 17. Anyway, but yeah, like, so I figured I've got to have a tribute to Sly Cooper. It's just gonna be the little, like, raccoon face logo, like the little calling card that he has, kind of thing. Because once you see that, you're like, oh, Sly Cooper, if you know it. And I also might be playing ESO in between paint drying, so don't judge me. I'm gonna use the big TV in here, because that's what that is. Might as well. Because that's the problem with playing it just leisurely, like not filming it. If I'm filming it, I have my headset on, it's fine, because it's not usually for like super long. But if I'm just playing casually, I don't want to play with a headset. But my monitor in my room is a computer monitor, so it doesn't have like speakers built in. TV monitors do, but I have to like obnoxiously plug my Bose speakers into like the audio jack of the controller, and I think that wears down the controller and everything. So it's like I'm playing sound through the controller, like, you know, how you do with the headphones, and my headset's just not comfortable. That's why I don't prefer to wear it, and the microphone doesn't work either, so I need to get a new one anyway, but that way I can actually play online, or, you know, talk online. But the one time me and Raven played online, we used Discord at first, but she didn't have a headset, so it was like doing that really horrible thing where it cuts out the last thing she's saying because it thinks it's like trying to cancel my noise or whatever. So we ended up going to speakerphone just with our phones, and it was like perfect. So I was like, okay, next time we definitely need a headset if we're gonna do Discord, or I need to just get a headset that can connect to the PlayStation. I think it'd be fun to play on this TV because it's closer. That's the problem with my TV, is it's so far away from where I sit, or if I was to play in bed, it's so far away. It's not like a large TV. It's like it's smaller than this one. And I mean, it's still a nice TV. It's just if I'm playing a video game where I have to read stuff, it's not gonna work. So this TV right here is super close, and it's really big, so it'll be like cool to play on that. So I'm probably gonna eat dinner really quickly, and then see what they're doing out there, and then come back in here and work on stuff. Alright guys, so it's many hours later. I have been playing ESO since probably about maybe 5 or 6 p.m. and I kind of just stopped maybe like half an hour ago because Raven was online and we like did a couple quests together and hung out. It was fun. Also, if you see in the rest of this video, I have a band-aid on. I'm gonna try not to show it because it's kind of, the blood's kind of leaking through, but I was cleaning in the kitchen and I jabbed my thumb against like a sharp thing. If you see during the painting, if you see my thumb's kind of red, it's like a topical wound. Don't worry, it's not like super deep. It's just, it might not look very pretty, so I apologize for that. But I am going to get around to painting now, and I will probably be playing ASO in between paint drying breaks. So if you see it on in the background, or, well, I guess you won't because you'll be sitting down, but yeah. Alright, it is many hours later, and we have our little Sly Cooper painting. It was very simple little design. It might be a little bit crooked just because, you know, dimensions and all that. So we'll get that on the wall as soon as possible. Yeah, game franchise that I've played a lot of. Speaking of playing a lot of a game, so it's almost 7 in the morning. And I know I said I was going to be like painting in between gaming, but of course that gaming kind of got in the way of a lot of, yeah. So that kind of took up most of my night. Because Raven was online and we ended up hanging out playing for a couple hours. And then I ended up playing for a couple hours, just got a lot done. My character's like level, like, I think she's level 17 now, I don't know. I was level 13 when I started playing today, so you guys can see I'm very much fixated on it. It is a lot of fun. Okay, so that's all for this episode, obviously, because I didn't really have much planned. I was gonna do another thing and I completely forgot. I would have done it otherwise, and I just totally spaced. Next week, obviously, is going to be Christmas. The vlog will be right after that, but it is gonna kind of like go over some Christmassy things. There will be a baking thing. I mean, I hope I can accomplish it just because it might be kind of difficult, but because it's something I've never done before, but I think it'll be fun. It's Christmas themed, but I'm going to be making it for Christmas, so hopefully that all works out. I was gonna make a like a pot roast similar to the one I made before, but with beer instead of cider and less sweet vegetables, and use instead like more savory ones for New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day. Sorry, Christmas Eve. For Christmas Eve, and then for Christmas Day, we're gonna just kind of like eat like chips and dips and just watch movies and stuff like that. Just fun. And then I'll have a dessert for that. I don't know if I'll be super busy this week with doing videos, but maybe, who knows, we'll see. I mean, I'm certainly gonna be playing more ESO, of course, but I know I've got other stuff I gotta work on. I've been meaning to get back into Saints Row. One of my issues right now is my computer is like super full, and that's just been kind of like a game of like, how can I balance where I put all my information, or what do I delete? So that's kind of been a rough one, but I think I'll be able to figure that out. But my computer's just been kind of bogged down in general, so like that's kind of been an issue with filming on the computer. There will probably be a couple of unboxings this week, but I'll see on how that works. One of them was supposed to come in and I don't know where it's at, and then I've got one waiting, but one is specifically themed, so we'll see. Other than that, you know, hopefully a relaxed week. Hopefully you guys have a good week and are safe doing whatever you do. I'm just gonna be at home, obviously. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check the information in the description below and the links at the end of the video. And I will see you guys next time, and until then, stay whimsical. I believe our medallions are pretty much done. I did do some more layers of gold over this and all of these. I didn't film it though because it was just so repetitive. I'm like, this is just basically me trying to figure out. But these have been glossed, both sides.